The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Discretion is advised.
This episode of Rare Form Radio is brought to you by Just McDonald's French fries. Man, you came in with these today.
They're so good.
And they smell so good, and
you have to eat them right away, though.
No, you don't have to. Like, these are, they're still a little
good.
warm.
Yeah.
Oh my God. How do they do it?
I don't know.
Why has no one come close to the magic of McDonald's fries?
I don't know. I'm going to say it now. I do not like In-N-Out.
I don't either.
I don't like the burgers.
Oh,
I don't like the fries.
No. The burgers are very good.
They're okay. Like, I'm not like people go nuts because the bun is hard. Like, feels stale sometimes. I'd rather eat like Shake Shack or Astro Burger.
That's good. Astro Burger's good.
I love Astro Burger. I mean, it's okay. I'll eat it in and out, but people go nuts for it. I'm like, why? The fries suck.
The fries do suck. The animal style whole deal is like, I don't care for that.
Yeah.
But I do, whenever I go there, I get the 4x4.
What's that?
It's 4 patties, 4 pieces of cheese on a bun.
Oh my God.
It's 4 cheeseburgers.
Jesus Christ.
And somehow I keep this ripped physique at all times with very no boobage whatsoever.
4x4.
Yeah, 4x4. Huh. My friend used to work there, and they have to order whatever you ask for. And someone came in and ordered a 32x32, and they had to make it. So it's 32 patties, 32 pieces of cheese on a bun. Yep. It came in like 2 or 3 different trays. Yeah. What can I say?
That's amazing.
We have a couple new patrons I would like to welcome to the party here. Well, I mean, we kind of have 2. Welcome, Jesse Thomas. Thank you very much for joining.
Jesse.
This is a cool story. I posted a picture on Instagram a couple weeks ago of an old Jane's Addiction set list that I found crammed in my work box. I had a drawer that like I couldn't close properly for like 8 years, and I never thought to like fix it. So I took the drawer out and dug around, and I found this crumpled up set list from 2013.
Wow.
And I posted it, and Jesse commented, "Can I have that?" And I was like, "Sure, no problem." So I mailed it to him, and he signed up for our Patreon. So thank you very much, Jesse.
Nice.
Very cool. Welcome aboard. And also Delta Sign, which is a person who I went and checked out his Instagram page, and he's like a genius with synths, like old synthesizers, and makes his own like songs in the moment. It's fascinating. So let me explain. He joined the $10 tier because he wanted to see the Al Jurgensen interview, and he didn't realize that when you pay the $10, you don't get video. $20 people get the video. So he was a little disappointed. So I want to thank him or apologize right now. Sorry it wasn't clear enough. I feel like it was pretty clear. Maybe you should read a little bit better, Delta. But thank you anyway for your contributions. New people, thank you so much. Love you.
Yay.
Did you happen to hear the episode that Darren and I did the other day?
I didn't. The song, the verses? No, I have to listen.
We're going to have to do one with you because it was really, really fun.
And what was it?
We're always busting balls because for Boston versus New York type stuff. And so Darren had the idea for a Patreon bonus episode, the monthly bonus episode, that we would like just compete with each bring in 3 songs that we thought were great and just go back and forth and talk about them. But then he added the wrinkle of he would pick 3 New York bands and I would pick 3 Boston bands. Wow. And we didn't know what we were bringing in. And so we'd play the songs and then fully break them down and critique and everything. And it ended up being
fun,
like really competitive and really fun. So we might have to get you to do that at some point.
What would I do though? Wisconsin bands?
Are there any?
Silly. Or Texas I could do.
Texas would be easier because there you have ZZ Top.
Oh,
you have
rest in peace.
Ministry would technically be Chicago, but they had a lot of time in Texas. What's another good Texas band?
Spoon. I went to school
Spoon
with
is
that
good.
guy. I went to high school, not at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But
Spoon would be good.
Spoon's great.
There's got to be like so many Southern bands from Texas.
Yeah.
What else is there? I don't know. You talk. I'm gonna eat all
Janice
these fries.
Joplin.
Is she from there?
Mm-hmm.
So we
Texas.
probably could do a Massachusetts, New York,
Don
Texas
Henley.
fight. Mm-hmm. Oh wow, you got some good ones.
Yeah.
This is so rude, but they're so good.
What's his name? The guitar player. He died in a helicopter crash in Wisconsin.
Buddy Holly.
No. Like in the 80s.
Guitar
player. Oh my God, what's his name? Like the sky is crying. The sky is crying. The sky is crying.
I'm gonna just put the camera on you and let people watch you figure it out. Well, I eat all these fries. You got 10 minutes. Go, Heidi.
Oh my God. Starts with a J, maybe?
Janice Joplin.
Oh my God. Famous guitar player, blues player. He had a brother.
That narrows it down.
We just lost Jesse in Delta.
Sorry, guys. Good to see you go, I guess.
Oh my God. Ricky, no,
Not Richie Valens.
no, Ricky.
Van Morrison?
No,
Van Winkle. Van Halen.
oh my God. You guys, you know,
Go look it up. I'll let you look it up.
can we take a caller?
Sure. Do you have someone you want to call who has the answer?
I'd like to use my lifeline, please. Oh my God, this is I'm gonna be so mad.
Helicopter from not people. Someone from Skinnerd.
Nope.
Is it a jazz player? People that are screaming at their radios right now.
No, he was a blues player. Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh.
Oh my God.
We are stupid.
Woo!
We are dumb people. Yeah, that's a good one. He's from Texas? Mm-hmm. Okay.
East Texas. Yep.
You could bring some good songs to the table probably.
So it has to be 3 songs from the bands from your town, or just 3
Not from your town,
songs
just from the state. Yeah.
The state?
Yeah, so he picked what did he pick? If you guys haven't listened, you should sign up for the Patreon and listen to that show. It really was very, very strong. He kicked it off with some Duke Ellington, which Darren he's got a very deep wealth of music knowledge. And I did some Lemonheads. And then he did, I don't want to give it all away, but we had a good back and forth.
I'm going to go watch
and
it.
he dropped an absolute bomb on me for the last one that I think made him win it. But we're leaving it up to the Patreon folks to decide who won. So if you're interested, patreon.com/rareformradio. Pick a tier that works for you and support the show. Heidi,
I'm not sure I have enough liquids.
what are we working with over here? This is
I have a vanilla shake.
from McDonald's.
Yes, it's. I dip my fries in there.
I'm going to dip my fries in it. Okay.
A Diet Coke and a water. Right now, and
it's
some
kind of all the food groups.
And I have a cold, or COVID. I'm not sure.
A cold vid. A cold vid. Do you really think you might be sick?
No, they said I have a sinus infection, but
Who's they? But you go to doctors that don't believe in vaccines, so I don't know.
It was the nurses.
Okay.
No, but my friend Dre, her boyfriend, who's in the best band ever. All of them witches. Holy shit, they're good. So good. He was in Nashville and they had like a show during COVID. They had a live stream, and afterwards he got sick. The sound guy got sick
with COVID.
But so they went and they tested, and then he tested the next day because he was like, "Well, I don't feel sick," and it tested negative. And then he went to another one, and it was negative. So what the hell?
I think to be safe, you believe the one that says positive.
Right?
And
Yeah.
just keep to yourself for a week and a half and be sure.
Yeah.
I just got back from Chicago yesterday, which is the site of the world famous super spreader event, Lollapalooza.
Oh my God, I saw the picture. I could not believe it.
There's one picture that you're probably talking about where it looks like there's 300 trillion people in the crowd.
Yeah, I sent
and
you
not a mask in sight.
I sent you the meme, and it said.
Oh, you did? Okay.
It was the Lola variant, not the Delta. Now.
Oh my God.
It's hilarious.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Bad.
But I wasn't on site at Lala, but I was there with Perry Farrell and the Kind Heaven Orchestra, which is the band that I tech for and weirdly play in for some reason.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's strange. I saw him tuning guitars and then I get up and play.
I love Perry Farrell. I just saw an interview with him.
Which one? Was it the one where he was sort of odd and deep thinking?
Yes.
That's the one, yeah.
What's that from?
From every interview he's ever done.
I just
No, he's a very smart guy.
Yeah.
But we did a show. We opened for, oh my God, I keep saying it the wrong way. I keep saying Cage the Elephant, but it's the other band. Young the Giant.
I have no idea.
Yeah, okay. They're two decently good bands, and I never say the right one. So we opened for Young the Giant at the House of Blues, which was
I
was
love
cool.
the House of Blues. I played there before.
At the one in Chicago? It's a cool place. Every House
Great
of Blues
place.
has such a built-in vibe to it.
And the backstage is my favorite. Like the green room and stuff are beautiful.
Yep, they do it good. It's like you're in like Louisiana at all times.
Yep.
So that show was fine, but people in the crowd were not wearing masks at all. And then we played last night, two nights ago.
Wait, people at the House of Blues weren't wearing a mask?
The crowd, nope.
And they had to show that they were vaccinated, but that doesn't, I mean, you can still spread it around.
Yeah, I also don't think you need to show proof to get in there right now.
Wow.
So did that, and then the second night we played on the roof of our hotel, which was an
Where'd you stay
absolute
at?
nightmare day. It was called the Pendry,
Oh, yeah.
which I guess used to be the Hard Rock or
It's a
something.
great yeah.
So played on the roof there, which was cool, but had an absolute nightmare loadout. And if you don't know, a loadout is obviously like when we're done with the gear and we have to pack it up and put it back in the truck. And when we loaded in earlier in the day, they brought in a truck into the loading dock. We had tons and tons of shit because there's 12 people on stage at all times. It's madness. And so we have to wheel the stuff through a skinny hallway up in these tiny elevators to the 24th floor onto a roof where they're not really ready. They're not supposed to have shows up there. So we're lifting heavy cases over things that shouldn't be lifted over. So at the end of the night, obviously we went on like an hour late because that's how they do things over there. And we got done around 12:30, and we loaded all of our gear back down to the loading dock, got it all set, and there was no truck there. Come to find out, the truck would not fit where we had to pick up gear. It was a different truck came to pick up the gear, so we had to load it all back up, bring it through the building, through hallways, all the way to another area. This is probably very confusing, but we had to go across the building through hallways, and now we had to carry all these cases down 2 steps, not 2 flights of stairs, but 2 individual steps. We had no stage hands, and I sustained my first real injury touring in a very long time. We were trying to lift an 800-pound, basically road case that's full of like cabling for the stage. And as we're trying to, I'm on the back end pushing it down these stairs, and I didn't realize that, here's the stair, and my foot was hanging over the stair, and the case came down and just bent my foot straight down. So I just collapsed on the ground, and my tolerance for pain is reasonable, but I was positive that either the top of my foot was just broken straight down, or all of my toes were broken, or at minimum that my toenail was ripped off. At minimum. So I laid there for a while. Ended up, and maybe after 5 minutes of just, when you are panicking, you just squeeze where the pain is as hard as you can because you think it'll keep your toes on or something. Mm-hmm. I did that, and then eventually took my sock and shoe off and saw that I was actually fine. It still hurts, but it could have been way worse. But for a little while, I really thought I was really fucked up there.
So you didn't break anything?
No.
Oof.
No.
That's the worst.
But we got done working at like 3:15 in the morning, and we had 8:30 lobby call to head back to the airport.
No.
So I'm still not caught up on sleep yet.
I'm sorry.
But it was weird. That was my first show in a year and a half. My first flight.
It's weird, right?
I hated it.
Yeah. Were you in economy or were you in first? Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Was it packed?
Yep. Both were completely full flights. Middle flight the first way out there. Oof. Awesome.
Who booked your flights? Do you do it or do they do it?
They do it, but everything was approved so late. Well, there's all kinds of issues with the entire weekend, but got there. I said before that my disdain for other human beings came back really, really quick in the airport. The mask thing definitely made things tougher because I'm in a mask from the moment the Uber picks me up all the way to the 45 minutes to the airport through security. I got there 2 hours early, so I'm waiting for 2 hours. Mm-hmm. And then a 4+ hour flight to Chicago. Mask on the whole time. Mask on when we get there to get in the van to go to the hotel. It's a long day. Like I feel for people that have to wear them all day long at work. So bravo to you guys. You're better people than me. But flying is weird. I sort of like had forgotten what it was like.
It's really weird.
I wasn't scared or anything. I thought I might be nervous again, but it was weird. And working was weird. I forgot how to guitar tech a little bit. It was strange. But you've flown a few times since. Yeah.
I can't believe they don't fly you at least like business class or like premium.
I know.
You know?
I know. You're telling me.
Perry started the whole Lollapalooza.
But it wasn't for Lolla.
But was okay.
This is just his own private. This is like his side band.
Still.
But I don't think even the band guys.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so. In Jane's they do.
Huh.
But they don't fly crew business either. Even after 13 years of service. But I'm not upset about it or anything. It's fine. But you just got back from vacation.
Mm-hmm. We went to the Dominican Republic.
Do tell.
It was fucking hot. Mm-hmm. Like humid hot. Mm-hmm. Like just I had no idea that it was going to be that hot.
What was the temperature?
Like 92, and the heat index made it like 105.
Were you on a beach?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes it.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of heat is fine for me if I'm expecting it. And if you plan to just be on the beach and be in the water all the time, then I don't care what the humidity is.
Beautiful pools. The beach was beautiful. Oh my God. So we're laying at the beach and I see a parasail. Now I am deathly afraid of heights. Like
even heights over water?
Yeah, because I'm not a good swimmer. I'm not I'm not I'm not like a very experienced swimmer. So my boyfriend jokingly said at dinner the night before, because I had said, well, that looks fun. And so he bought us a ticket to go the next day. So we're at dinner and he's like, I mean, I can't believe that you want to go. He's like, it's the amount of accidents that happen like all the time, jokingly. But of course, I'm like, what?
What do you mean?
So I'm Googling.
Oh, no.
So I'm reading about this girl that died in Texas on one. And I'm like, oh, my God. But it was silly. But so I went on it. We woke up the next day and it was first thing. So I had no time to think about it. No coffee or anything. And we get out there. Oh, my God.
Was it wonderful?
It was so cool.
How long were we up for?
He let us up there for a while just because it was slow and he was a cool guy, but I wanted to come down. Like at one point I was like, and then my boyfriend's like, isn't it beautiful? I'm like, don't talk to me.
Oh, you guys were side by side?
Yeah.
Like tandem? Mm-hmm. Like could you touch each other or you flew further away?
We could, but I was not letting go of
Did you give a little, while you're up there, a little?
No.
Little spanky.
You mean like a hand job?
Yeah,
no.
just like that. Way to pick up on it. Good job. Oh well.
No, I was so scared. And then when he dropped us down, have you ever been on one before?
No.
And he dropped us down. He put us in the water for a little bit, and I was like, no.
Wait, they were like dragging you in the water?
Well, he said
like drowning you.
He like dipped us in the water. Because we started off on the boat and you
right,
go up.
Of course, and they kind of like have like a winch and they kind of like let you out.
Yeah, and then when you come down, they usually like put you on the boat, which I was watching it the whole day prior because I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna panic if I'm in the water because I'm gonna think that thing's gonna come down and I can't breathe and panic.
Lights out.
Yeah, I have anxiety. Clearly.
How does dipping your feet in the water not just plow you face first into the ocean?
I don't know. He did it, and I was like, no. And he's like, it's okay. I'm like, no. He's like, jeez. The guy said, jeez.
That's really funny.
But that was fun. We went. I met a monkey on the beach. And
Like, hi, I'm Heidi. How are you?
he went to drink my coffee, and I said no because it was hot. I was like, oh no, and it spilled on his hand a little bit. It wasn't that hot, and he looked at his hand.
Heidi burned a monkey with coffee on purpose, by the way.
Well, the guy, his keeper, what was it? So I handed him a napkin with this little monkey, and he opened it up, wiped his face, and wiped his hand.
Come on.
I don't know.
You didn't film it?
No, because it happened so. I didn't have my phone on me a lot of times, which was nice.
Wait, you gave him a moist towelette, like a little?
No, I gave him like a napkin.
And he knew exactly how to use it? He wiped his face?
He opened it up like this, and wiped his face like this, and then wiped his hand. Yes. I swear to you.
Can I ask you a question?
Boyfriend. This is amazing.
Can I ask you a question? Mm-hmm. Are you 100% positive it wasn't a little person? Are you 100% sure? Because it sounds like something just a human would do.
No, it was a monkey. I swear it was the cute. It's the monkey that I put. Oh no, I've.
Are you sure? Wait a minute. Are you sure it wasn't like
send you
a midge in a snowsuit or something?
I'm sweating now.
Because you're sweating. By the way, if you're watching, Heidi is sweating because she mistook a little person for a monkey.
No, it was a little. He was so cute.
Did he say thank you?
No, but I have all these photos.
Did he say gracias?
No.
I think it was a little person.
No, he was.
My money is on monkey or a little person.
Then we went and fed squirrel monkeys the next day. It was called.
Are those the little tiny ones?
Land. Oh my god, they're so cute. They jumped all over my head. You feed them. It's nuts.
Did you ever go to the Playboy Mansion?
Mm-mm.
Are squirrel monkeys the ones they have at the Playboy Mansion?
I don't know. I was never there.
I didn't know if you knew about it. There's in the backyard. There's like a cage there that's full of monkeys.
Oh really?
And I think they're squirrel monkeys.
They're tiny.
Yeah.
Kind of like
bald faces.
Yellow. No.
Let me look it up.
Squirrel monkeys.
Maybe I'm thinking of spider monkeys.
So we did that, but we were gonna go to a beach that my boyfriend had found, and we rented a car, and the GPS.
Oh yeah, these are them.
Let me see.
These little guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have tons of photos of them.
Did you touch them?
They were all.
They're all over you.
All over me. Yeah.
Were you weirded out at all?
Not at all.
How many were on you at the most? At the most amount of times?
Probably like 7, 8.
That's so many monkeys on you.
So cool. What
were they doing? Were they like picking through your hair? Were they?
Like you held a bowl, and the guy put stuff in it, and then they sat on you and ate. And two of them had little babies on their backs. Oh my god! I want a monkey so bad.
I have my whole life. I am so absolutely riveted and fascinated by chimps and monkeys in general. Gorillas. When I go to the zoo, all I want to do, I could sit and watch a gorilla sitting for 5 hours. Mm-hmm. Just sitting there. They have the most emotive faces and eyes of any animal out there. I mean, it's kind of egotistical because I'm looking at them because they look like people. They act like people.
Yeah.
But gorillas and chimps are just blow my fucking mind.
When I went to Singapore years ago, the zoo there is really cool.
Okay.
And they have all these orangutans, and they're one of the smartest. Like even there's a plaque that says like they're so smart that they get bored easily. So I sat there and I watched them for 3.5 hours because it blew my mind. Like the mom and the little kids, and they were performing for me. They were like doing flips, and
it's wild.
It was like from me to you. They were like right on the. It was so cool.
Did you see? You must have seen the pictures of the woman who had her face and fingers torn off by the chimp.
Yeah, was that a while ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like if a chimp attacks a human man, they go right for his dick and balls and bite them off and pull them off with their bare hands.
No.
Yep. Because they know that that's where the testosterone is, and they know that that's like the weak spot. So they will just chew and pull. They will grab your dick and balls and just pull them off.
Has it happened before? Clearly,
not to me, but it has happened to. It's happened to people before. There was I think it was Australia. There was a guy.
Jesus Christ.
Who got fucked up so bad He had his face taken off. I think his lower jaw, and cock and balls.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I would much. I would much prefer it not happen to me.
Show a picture of it? No, don't.
Before and after of the woman.
Oh my God! I can't.
Don't. Why, you think she's ugly? Don't be like that, Heidi. Be supportive of her.
It freaks me out. I can't.
You have to.
Stop. I did.
One more time. One more time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think
it was her pet, right, or a friend's pet, and it was like
I think that
monkey's
actually
birthday or something.
I
right?
could be wrong, but I think they ran a sanctuary.
Jesus Christ!
I'm gonna show you one more picture, but hold on. Let me explain.
Though.
She had a face transplant, and it's her new head. You need to be supportive of these beautiful stories.
Sick. It really, really freaks me out.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go on 3. We'll go to actually. Let's start from 10.
This is worse than the parasailing.
I bet. Okay, 10.
Wait, is it gonna be gross?
9, no.
Come on,
8,
is there blood?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I want you to look for 5 seconds.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can.
1, 2, 3. That was not 5 seconds. We're starting over. 1, 2. Well, okay, we're starting over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why are you laughing? It's a beautiful story.
Oh my God, it's so creepy.
And this is the show that books our ticket to hell. Heidi hates redemption stories.
I can't look. It's good. I'm gonna have a dream about her. Oh, that's poor lady.
You're gonna be bummed to know that she's our host. She's our co-host next week. She's our guest.
Poor thing.
It's awful.
Can you imagine? Oh God, damn it.
Your reaction was really something.
Stuff like that freaks me. Like, not freaks me
Here's a better
out,
one. It's a better one.
No, I can't. I don't want to look. I can't.
No, what does that do to you when you see that? It's supposed to be heartwarming, but it didn't have that reaction for you.
Yeah, it's just it weirds me out. I feel bad. Did I say that? It weirds me. I can't look at stuff like that.
Let's try to tap into what is weird about it. To me, it's eyes. The eyes are what it's like a. It's such a. I mean,
where did that face come from?
A cadaver, like someone who, like a.
Oh my God.
What?
Can you imagine?
Like getting a face from a dead body? It'd really be something.
I mean, it's amazing what we can do medically, but it really makes me.
Let me ask you this question. If I was in a horrible, horrible accident where my face was just, my head caved in, but they somehow... What?
Knock on wood.
No. If it happens, it happens. It might make the show better. So they have to give me a face replacement because either... Let's say my wife tears my face off one night in her sleep, just rips my face off. And I need a face replacement ASAP. And very sadly, there's a young African-American man who loses his life. He gets in a car accident, but he loses his life, but they save his face. And now I get it. Can I be canceled for blackface?
Did you just think of this?
I did. If I'm legit wearing a black man's face, but it's because I needed a transplant, is that okay? Heidi, your thoughts?
I think so. It's medically okay, right?
So what you're saying is, on this program, medical blackface is okay. It's just when you're trying to be funny
I'm
or
not
costume.
saying anything anymore.
Medical blackface?
No.
That's gonna be the name of the episode. Medical blackface, I think. If you could have a face,
imagine?
if you could have the face of any other race, what would you pick? It can't be. It has to be some kind of contrasting skin tone.
Well, I was so white because I'm a redhead, so I would do anything like Brazilian, like that, like a mocha yeah
type color. So it's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. that smooth mocha skin.
Mm-hmm. Just like this very, very white skin with a mocha head. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the body.
No. You're just getting a face transplant.
Oh.
So everything's normal. Your whole body. Not to say that a Brazilian face is not normal. But I'm saying a Brazilian face on you.
Oh, I thought you meant like if I could change any like my skin tone.
Just on your face.
Oh.
So you have to get a face transplant. What race do you choose of just for a face transplant?
I guess Hispanic. You know.
Cool. Do you think that when you get a Hispanic face transplant, does it come with the bandana on the? No?
I'm not answering any of that.
Good answer. Let me dig my own hole. I think Mexican might be a cool face to have because
and they don't age, like their skin is beautiful and like
Mexicans have good skin.
Really good
Asian
skin.
people do as well, right?
Asian people.
What if I go Korean?
Hispanics.
Korean face might be nice because it's so smooth.
Yeah.
And very, very like nice, very, very nice skin, very soft skin.
Yeah, that's smart.
And Japanese, Koreans usually are pretty healthy people. They eat pretty healthy, like a fish diet, low carb diet.
Yep.
I think I might go Korean. And they're beautiful people. I might do that.
What's that song? Turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese.
I really think so. Who's that? Who's the Crazy Rich Asians? That horrible movie?
Yeah.
The main guy in it?
Yeah.
Is he Korean? What the hell's his name?
Oh no, he's beautiful.
That's the face I want.
Yeah. He's
Let
gorgeous.
me
Oh my god, I'm watching
Crazy Rich Asians actor.
I'm watching a new show.
Henry Golding.
And where's he from?
Let's see.
China, right?
Is he Chinese? I don't think I want a Chinese face. Malaysia.
Oh.
So it's Asian,
Close.
but Malaysian.
Yeah.
What did you say you were watching?
A show called This Way Up.
What's
on
that?
Hulu.
Talk to me. I need something.
And the star of it, I put it up on I just think it's so fun when you like put something up on your Instagram story, and the person who, for example, I put Aaron Rodgers and David Bakhtiari.
You got it.
It's hard to do with it. Bakhtiari, and he's Persian.
Okay.
And they had showed before Aaron came on to the camp. It showed
By the way, is he back?
He's back.
It happened?
It happened.
Is there a contract extension, or he just like agreed to come to camp this year, or what happened?
I'm not sure on that.
Because you were worried.
I was worried, but he's back now.
I wanted him to walk away.
I don't. So,
But he was treated like shit.
completely.
Anyway.
So I get it. But him and David Bakhtiari were working out. And so I put like, oh my God, does this mean ... And I put at Aaron Rodgers and at David Bakhtiari. And David Bakhtiari responded. I was like, oh,
did he put it in his story or just messaged you?
No, he just messaged me and said, what did he say? Like, you'll like wait and see or whatever. Or I can't say.
That is really exciting.
Isn't that cool? David Bakhtiari. And so last night I put up this little scene from This Way Up. I mean, it's brilliant. It's the two actresses play these sisters and they're Irish actors. And it's on Hulu. I think there's 2 seasons. It's hilarious. Anyhow, I put it up. I'm like, this is you're a genius. And she's the main actress and the creator of it. And she sent me a message with like little like heart eyes. Like,
that is so kind.
Stuff. I know that's like, it's silly. I think sometimes like, but that really like made me feel like, oh,
here's what I like about it.
Awesome.
Is that people that are either athletes or actors or musicians, we assume that they don't have like feelings or whatever, but anyone likes to hear that someone appreciates what they do. And
especially with the show.
But obviously, there's some people that like you couldn't possibly keep up with how many messages you get of adoration or hate.
Right.
So when it comes from someone, especially, I also feel like if you're a football player, getting a message from a woman that isn't like, oh my God, you're so hot, but it's more like, about the sport.
Right.
It must stand out as being cool to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome because I'm such a huge Packer fan. So
We're gonna have to watch some games. We should
we should do like
this
a
football
live,
season.
like-
We should do a couple live watches. If the Packers play the Patriots, that could be fun.
oh my god!
And you would definitely go home bummed out, but it would be good to do. It'd be fun to do. Have you? When's the last time you were starstruck by somebody?
Just
Either
recently.
meeting them or seeing them in person.
Well, I have a really hilarious story about Brad Pitt. Do you want to hear it?
No, it's okay. Yeah, of course. I have a really good story about like the hottest, most famous guy in the world. Should we talk about it or just keep talking about monkey face ripoffs? Yes, Heidi, you can tell the Brad Pitt story.
So it was at the ArcLight and a while ago. Like I lived over in Beechwood, and him and Angelina were together, and they actually lived down the street from where I lived in my guest house. It was the weirdest thing. So I'd see him on his motorcycle, just Brad Pitt. Like I'm like, oh, this is crazy. So I went to see a movie.
This is kind of peak Brad Pitt too.
Yes.
Like the height of his powers.
Yep.
Okay.
I think he had just done World War Z. If they were together, maybe.
Great movie, by the way.
I love that movie so much.
So
Oh
fucking
my
good.
God, it's so good. I think that's when it was. But you know, they'd just had like their twins were probably like 6 or 7 or something. Anyhow, I had went to see a movie at the ArcLight, and I'm on the phone with my mom, and I'm opening my car door, and it was like the fall time, so I had a scarf was like on my shoulder, and it.
The fall time.
Did I say the fall time?
Yeah, it was great. It sounds like so old time. It was the fall time. We were trekking across the country. Okay, so back in the fall
Yeah, you
times.
see, in the fall time, in the ArcLight garage, parking garage. Yeah. Top of the morning to you.
God, we'll get into
Sorry,
that in
okay.
a second.
So I'm on the phone with my mom. My my scarf falls on the ground. I go, oh, I have to go. And meanwhile, there is a big van that parked right next to me, like right next to me. And somebody got out of the van and stepped on my scarf. It was like a little kid. And I was like, oh, man, Jesus. So then there was a guy that got out of the passenger side, and he picked it up, and he waited for me to stand up because I had went down to, and he goes, oh, here. And it was Brad Pitt. And I just was like, oh, thank you. Like a upper lip sweat instantly, like just like, what?
Is he someone that you find attractive? Is he one of those, like, I know it's a dumb question, but there's some women who are like, not for me.
He's not my type, but he's beautiful. I mean, I think the older that he gets, the more I'm attracted to him.
He is one of those guys. Well, I mean, 7 era Brad Pitt is my handsomest,
Oh,
but
I love him.
is he almost 60 years old?
Yeah, he's like 56, I think, right?
How old is Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt is 57 years old.
Wow.
I mean, and he is.
I mean, he's gorgeous.
Just
he looks like
absolutely
Robert
stunning.
Redford,
Yep.
sort of like that,
Didn't
aging.
They did a movie together, right?
Yeah.
Like a heist movie? Or?
Right.
Okay.
But wait, it's not over yet.
I didn't think so. Sorry. Go ahead.
So I put back on the scarf. I say thanks. He's like, yeah, no problem. Sorry that we stepped on it or whatever. I'm like, no, it's okay. Ha, ha, ha. So I find myself walking with them. So it's Brad and like 4 kids, and the driver was like this short, little stocky guy. Must have been like maybe their bodyguard or driver, or whatever. And I'm walking back into the ArcLight with them. I had just seen a movie, but I forgot everything. That I was so like.
So you forgot that you were trying to get to your car or whatever.
I totally was like. I walked back in, and I walked in, and I stood there, and then he went off.
What are you going to see? And you're like, my car. Oh, is it parked in the lobby of the ArcLight? No, scarf. Brad Pitt.
I lost my mind. And there was like paparazzi and stuff, and I was just waiting.
Mouth agape.
I was waiting for the picture to come up of me like.
So was he just as beautiful in real life?
Gorgeous, but I had seen him on his bike, but I've never seen him up close, and like he touched me. Mm-hmm. You know, like that, and his voice is. I know you get like little like chills.
I think he's real. I think his his outward persona is probably who he really is. Like a nice dude.
That's what I've heard. I mean, he's from Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And him and Clooney are very close, and Clooney seems like one of the most down-to-earth people ever. Never met either one, but
yeah,
I would love to be friends with them. They seem like good people. Good people. Speaking of beauty, the woman that was working the front desk at her hotel was probably one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Just like distractingly beautiful. You know, when you see someone where, kind of like you said, you're trying to have a conversation and you're just not even in a sexual way, just like blown away by how pretty they are.
Right.
That was this girl.
What did she look like?
She was like kind of like Lisa Bonet. So she was like
yeah.
like a light-skinned black girl with like just super cool braids, like long braids in her hair. But she's wearing like a suit because it's like a fancy hotel. Yeah. And she was very sweet and had a great voice, just everything. I was just like, wow, like what are you doing here?
Wow.
You should like be somewhere just having, I don't know. People should just be throwing cash at you just for being wonderful. I don't know. It was crazy.
I want that.
The prettiest person I ever saw in person, I think, was Charlize Theron.
Oh, really?
Yep. She's very, very tall, but she was the most naturally beautiful person I ever saw.
Yeah, she's friends with my friend. Do you know that she adopted, I think it's her son or her daughter now, that she's transgender.
Wait.
I just read
her adopted daughter is trans?
No, she adopted a little boy. I think she has 2 sons. Mm-hmm. And the oldest one is transgender, and now he is a she. Wow. Yeah.
I hope they're doing good with it.
I think she's really cool.
Seems really cool. We should also point out that Darren is not here today. Or you might think he's being very, very quiet, but he's just not here today. Darren actually is working today for the first time, like on site in a while, but he is missed. Do you want to know how I know that you were the right person to do this show?
Uh-oh. How?
Because we missed you when you were gone.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, I missed you guys when I was gone.
We had a really cool episode with Al Jurgensen, and I know you wanted to be here for that because you've known him for years, and obviously you ran that circle at the same times. Yep. And then for our bonus episode, but you were missed, and it was like wow. That's when I realized I'm like because I've been doubting it from day one whether we should have had you come on. But it was nice. You were missed.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. It's nice to be missed.
So how was your trip overall?
It was wonderful. It was awesome. It was great.
How long were you gone?
Like 7 days, 6 nights. So a while. You know what? American Airlines can suck it. That's all
my
I have
favorite
to say.
one.
I used to love American, but there's something happening with the pilots. There's not enough people. On the way there, we missed our flight because they kept saying that it was a 1:30 a.m. flight out of here to Miami. And at 3 a.m., we're like, it's packed. And we're like, where's our plane? They're like, oh, it's in a hangar. They're bringing it over. That was 3 hours ago. Where is it, really? And so we all missed our flight because everyone going there was all connections to St. Bart's or Jamaica or wherever. And we all missed our flights. But on the way back, this is nuts. We get here, we land at 9:20. We are on the tarmac till, I think it's illegal after three hours. So it was like 9:20. At 11:30, we're still on the plane, on the tarmac. And they're like, okay, so there's a plane in our spot and they're having mechanical issues. So they took us out. I've never even seen it before. Out of LAX to this special little hangar place.
Wait, you were on the plane?
Yes.
Like they drove you to a different place?
Yes. And we had to get off. But so we're standing there and it's still now it's like a half hour. We're standing there and he comes out, he's like, oh, we're just waiting for somebody that can open the door.
What? Oh, because they opened it from the outside.
Yeah, but there was nobody there to even open the door. And then they bust us on 4 buses, crammed full of people. And it was a mess. American's a mess at the moment. So be careful, everybody.
That sounds like an
Anyhow.
absolute nightmare. So how long?
horrible.
How long was your travel day?
Panic attacks.
With the delay, how long was your travel day?
12 hours.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No, it's longer than that. Because
The Dominican's off the coast of Florida? Or do I just sound really
by
stupid?
Cuba.
Yeah, which is...
Yeah.
Nailed it. What's up?
No, like 3. So we had, like 12 hours.
It's a long day.
13 hours. Yeah. But also for somebody who has panic attacks, it was like, plus with the mask on.
How were you on
I
the plane?
just-
You do all right?
I'm doing okay. I take a little bit of Xanax and some like natural stuff. But still, you get that point where you're like, is there air on here?
Oh,
how am I breathing?
I can't sleep on planes. And obviously, this being my first flight, I kind of like, you have kind of an internal clock when you're on a plane where you know how long it's been, kind of. Mm-hmm. I can't sleep, but I closed my eyes and I felt like I lost consciousness. And I woke up and I was like, oh, man, I'm sure we're almost there. So I opened up my phone, looked at the app, and there was still 2 hours and 15 minutes. And I just wanted to slit my wrists.
It's like being at work and you're like, oh, yeah, we're almost.
I've been here for an hour? What is this?
Fuck.
When I landed, I had to take an Uber home, and the guy that picked me up was very nice. And he had on some really, really, really bassy hip-hop stuff. Like gonna catch me riding dirty. I feel like that song was on for like an hour. But this was like a 45, 50-minute ride to my house from LAX. And about 20 minutes in, he lost signal on the radio. But he didn't change the station.
Oh,
so
no.
for the last 25 minutes, it was just... Dirty. You catch my... But like, and not quiet. Like, I'm like, what? Do you not know? Do you not hear what's going on? Your radio's not working. There's nothing coming out of the fucking speakers. What are we doing here? So after like a couple minutes, it was really starting to like give me anxiety and really starting to like just grate on me. But then I also was like, I got to know when he'll notice it. I have to just let it go. And it went all the way to my house. He didn't change it once.
No.
So easily it was 15, 20, I think maybe 25 minutes
What are they doing?
of static noise. And then, every now and then you'll hear like a 3-second and it'll come back to the white noise. It was that for an hour. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Like if you're that oblivious, you shouldn't be driving me around in an automobile. What do you think it was?
Maybe he was just lost in thought. Maybe. I don't know.
That's still scary to me.
Well, we had a guy that picked us up in an old Suburban, and at the airport. Okay, he picked us up at the airport, and he had no room in the back. It was all his stuff. He was moving. We had no room to put our suitcases, so we had to put them in the front seat.
So he had it filled up like it was his personal shit?
Yes.
I've had a couple things where there's like a car seat in the back or a couple little boxes, but never the point where we couldn't put stuff in there.
At the airport.
Did you have to get another one?
No, we just put him like
in the seats next to you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so ghetto.
Which, I mean, listen, I'm not going to complain, but for $50, you're driving an Uber at the airport. Like,
have your shit together.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think we don't have bags? Of course we have bags.
So crazy.
Yeah, my Uber was over $100. Darren was saying that
that's crazy.
they're getting more and more expensive, and I believe it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or did I have a lift? I might have had a lift. Jesus Christ.
Reminds me, I need to show you this.
Like
Gonna get you
Friday
riding dirty.
Can we talk about Sam's tattoo? My cousin Sam.
After I show you this,
So
this
good.
is so crazy to me.
Oh,
What'd I show you?
the face.
I showed her the monkey transplant face again,
Oh my God.
which
Really?
if there's one person I know that hates miracles, it's Heidi. Heidi hates stories that make most people cry.
She still has her eyes, right?
No, those are fake eyes.
Are they?
Yeah, because
No,
hold on. Just you got to take it in. This is the before.
I can't look at the
Count
before.
to three. Count to three.
I can't look at the before. I can't.
We're gonna sit here all day until you just glance at it quick.
I can't look at the before.
You just gotta see the. Okay, let me just zoom in on the eyes. Just the eyes. Okay. Here. I'll do this.
I can't.
I'll wear it like it's my eyes.
I'm so scared.
Okay. Did that work?
Oh my god.
Was that better or worse?
Oh my god, worse.
Hold on.
I can't. My eyes, are they open? Do you still have it up?
No,
there?
I don't. But I'm gonna do the same thing with her other eyes, and you're gonna try to take it in. Oh, I can't stop. But
why does it bother me so much? Not bother me. Fantastic.
Let's talk through it. Like, what is it that gets you? Is it just? Oh. Come on, one more. This is just another angle. You're looking like under your bangs. I do know what it is. Because it looks like guys. Sorry, this is what we do on the show. Just like bear with us.
It's like a mannequin.
It looks like a wax figurine or something. Like a wax. Oh,
like it's melted.
Mm-hmm.
So she lost her eyes in the whole thing too, right? Can you imagine? What? Don't show me anything gross. I won't be able to, I'll throw up, honestly, because I have a cold, so I have, sinus drainage.
All right.
I won't throw up. Please don't show me.
I have to show you.
I can't.
I have to show you because I didn't know.
I can't. I'm sorry. Honestly, I'll throw up.
I don't think you'll throw up.
Oh, I know myself.
You're not gonna, Heidi. It's a miracle.
All right, I know it's amazing.
I'm gonna cover.
But I can't do it. That's why I'm not a nurse or a doctor.
I'm going to.
I'm already getting
I know you have a problem with her face, so I'll cover the face.
I'm getting
But I want you to see her body.
What was that guy's name that chopped up those people, and then there was the documentary on him on HBO. It was amazing, and he burped each time he got nervous.
What? That sounds fascinating. What's that?
What?
Okay.
What's his face?
This is.
Oh my god.
I forgot that there was more damage done to her.
On her body?
Yeah.
No, I can't.
This is what makes good radio.
I
So
can't.
here we go.
Oh my god.
Nice and easy.
I can't.
Okay, you look towards me. It's not on there yet. No,
up.
it's. I haven't looked towards me right now. You can look at me. Look at me.
I couldn't even
look at me.
do with my head when I had the cancer in my head.
I'm not even pointing the phone towards you yet.
Okay.
Look at me, okay? All right.
But you're about to.
I'm going to. We're going to go slow. And I just need you to see the rest of her. And just, it's making me grateful in my life for not being attacked by an animal. Just deal with it. You got to get through this.
I can't.
We're going slow. We're going slow. We're going slow.
No.
We're going slow.
No.
We're going slow. We're going slow.
No. No. Oh my god. Wait, her hands are gone?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
poor thing.
that one's just a little.
Is she holding a picture of what she looked like?
I think it's a picture of her kid, and then let me just show you this is the one that's most interesting to me. It's the last one. Then we'll move on.
I can't. Oh my god, that poor thing. Jesus Christ.
So once again, you are the lucky one that only had shit dumped on your head.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
And people have chimps for pets, and this is why you shouldn't.
Christ.
I mean,
wasn't Bubbles a chimp? Michael
Yes.
Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
Is that what happened to his face?
Shit, too soon.
Just kidding.
Bubbles
That's
didn't
horrible.
like Michael playing with his butthole.
Oof, duh.
But I mean, it is a miracle this woman survived.
Yeah, I can't. There's almost I know it's awful, but if it would have been me, I almost would have wished I would have died. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, the picture is her. Oh, I mean, this
it's
is
what she used to look like, right?
That's just her.
Oh,
Yep.
Poor thing. Jesus Christ.
I mean, your life is completely. Your life is nothing like it was before.
I mean, I
a
guess
different
you're
person.
happy to be alive, so I guess that. But I
Or are
almost
you? I
think,
mean, honestly,
right,
or are you?
I almost think I would just want to be like, I just want to. I'm good.
Like a lot of people say, if they were ever to be paralyzed, that you'd rather die, at least at the beginning. But people adapt, you know. So she probably has adapted, and as long as she has friends and family to help her through it, you can get through a lot of stuff.
I have a friend in Vegas. He's awesome. He was a skydiver, and he had an accident.
Skydiving.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so he's been paralyzed for years, and I don't even think of him as that because
Para or quad?
what's quad?
Paraplegic is just your legs. Quad is arms and legs, like neck down.
He's para.
Okay.
Yeah, so just his legs.
Okay.
But he's got a cool car that has all those like things on it, and he just doesn't.
Did you know
seem
him
like,
before the accident?
Yeah.
So what was it like for him? Like in your opinion,
really
as a
good friends of mine.
friend?
Oh wait, did I know him before? See, I don't even No, I don't think I have.
I mean,
I've only known.
here's a simple test. Here's a simple test. Have you ever seen him walk
wheelchair?
before?
No.
Okay,
no,
then probably not.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even think of him as paralyzed. Like, I don't think
It's just
of him as.
he's just Greg or whoever his name is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder.
Interesting.
I wonder how long the adjustment period is. I guess it depends on who you were beforehand, or how young you are, or what you do for a living, or if you have help or not. But I get it. I mean, people that are paralyzed. I'm listening to this podcast called Dr. Death. Mm-hmm. Have you listened to it?
Mm-mm.
It's about a doctor.
There's a show out now on it, right?
It's basically that.
Yeah.
Christian Slater, I think, is in it,
Mm-hmm.
and
Alec Baldwin, Joshua Jackson.
Yeah, Joshua Jackson plays Dr. Death.
Yeah.
There was a doctor who in Texas who like paralyzed and killed a bunch of his patients because
On purpose?
they think so. It seems like it to me, but mostly people just think he was just an idiot doctor. And you talk to his friends when he was growing up, and he would refuse to quit something. So if he was a wrestler, and he was a terrible wrestler, but he would refuse to quit wrestling. And they think that maybe that's what happened to him with being a doctor, where he shouldn't have been he would leave stuff in people's bodies all the time. And he was like a neck and back specialist.
Jesus Christ.
So he would operate on spines, and the nurses, that would assist in the surgeries, would know from the beginning that he's doing stuff wrong. And they would, you can't really call out your doctor too much, but they would try to be like, are you sure that's where that goes? Like, you're supposed to screw that. You're supposed to put that screw in the bone in this vertebrae, but you just screwed it right into the muscle. And he's like, nah, I know what I'm doing. Thank you. I know what I'm doing. This is where it belongs. It's in the bone. And they're like, it's in the muscle. And
it's a true story.
Oh, yeah, it's true. It's like a 5-part podcast. It's unbelievable. But one of his really close friends had like a long-lasting like football injury from high school. And so the doctor was like, hey, come to the hospital. I'll fix your neck for you. I'll get you covered. And obviously, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it doesn't go well. And he's just,
wow.
He operated on, I think, 39 people. And like 36 or 37 had what they called catastrophic incidences or catastrophic reactions to the surgeries. It's crazy.
Wow.
And I don't know why I was saying this. What we're talking about? It was just being paraplegic and stuff. Yeah. And they talked to some of the people that survived it, and just being like, I did all this research for a doctor, and all the reviews were great. I came to him, and he ruined my life. Like, there's an old woman who had been in there, and he like paralyzed her and shit. And just,
can you imagine?
And this guy made his own website and had his own like glowing reviews of the work he'd done.
So it was fake? Like,
no, he was a real doctor. Fake. Like, somehow he got through medical school.
But the reviews were all fake?
Yes, I believe they were.
So it's like a Dirty John. Have you heard that podcast?
Yes.
But only he's like...
Yep. But doctor who just like, because of his own like arrogance and
his ego.
he just wouldn't walk away. And Someone said he wore the same exact scrubs for 3 days, which, if you know anything about doctors, they change their scrubs between patients. Never mind, like once a day. And he would like have cocaine benders the night before surgeries, and
Oh my god.
just an absolute nightmare. But
Jesus, I'm gonna watch that show or listen to the.
now I want to watch the show,
podcast.
but listen to the
Yeah.
podcast. It's a quick, 5 hours or something. It's fantastic.
Wow.
I'm listening to one now called Bad Thing. You heard about this one?
Mm-mm.
It was a woman who found out her husband was having an affair, and the husband, I guess, he admitted to it. The whole story. People kind of know the story's in the news a bit, but the wife, the husband didn't. He was not. I mean, he cheated on her, but he seemed like a relatively nice guy. He didn't want to be with her, and he tried to work it out, but she kept being like, I need an answer. Give me an answer now what you want to do with our marriage. And he's like, I don't know. Anyway, he ends up saying he wants to get divorced. So the wife goes and kills his girlfriend and then kills herself.
Oh.
And the whole time she's like planning this murder or going through this very traumatic time in her life. She's taking like selfie videos of herself as she's on the brink of losing her mind and talking about what she's going to do. And they play those audios in the podcast.
Wow.
Like it starts off with one of her selfie videos, but so people are always asking for podcasts and show suggestions. Check out Bad Thing and Dr. Death for podcasts. And the show, what show did you say you were watching? The Long Way Up or The Way Up?
This Way Up.
This Way Up.
Which
on
also
Hulu.
deals with mental health, because she plays a girl who has sort of, a breakdown and goes to a little rehab place.
Mm-hmm.
And the stigma around it.
Mm-hmm.
Like her mom's like, oh, she's been away because she broke her leg. And she's like, Mom, I just like, like, it's really good. And it's English, or it's on BBC.
Why do we have such a problem talking about mental health?
I do not know.
Like, I'm not ashamed of having asthma. People shouldn't be ashamed of having depression or of having schizophrenia or whatever it is. Have a good show, everybody. And on a high note, as often as we can. Damn.
It's like me. I always make things awkward, and especially if I go, yeah, I was married. Oh, yeah, he passed away. Like,
But that's also nice because by you making a joke about it, and I do the same thing with people, it takes the pressure off of the other person.
yeah, because you don't know what to say. You're like, oh
Right.
my God. Geez.
And like whenever anyone says like, oh yeah, my dad died 7 months ago, I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's like,
Right.
what else can you possibly say?
Right.
But if they make a joke about it, it just makes it easier and takes you out of that awkward moment.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, I like to make people feel comfortable.
Heidi, where can people find us?
They can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Rareform Radio, also on iTunes. Please subscribe, rate us, and leave a review. We are on YouTube, and you can find us just by searching Rareform Radio.
You guys seem to really like that Al Jurgensen interview. A lot of interaction up there. Go in there, make some comments, leave some likes. It helps us very much. There's an algorithm with all this kind of stuff where if people like a video or comment on it or subscribe, it helps other people find the show. So if you want to give any kind of support to this show, that is something you can do. That will be very helpful.
And shout out to my cousin Sam for his awesome tattoo.
Dude, Sam is the man. He is the man. He's become one of the life forces of the show in some ways. He's always very supportive of everything that we do. He sends the nicest messages, and he just got a badass tattoo. Can you explain it?
It's the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. It's really cool. It's black and white.
Is there a thought behind the time or the?
I forget why.
Should we call him?
Maybe, yeah.
Would he pick up the phone if we called him?
I think so. Maybe.
Let's see if we can connect here. That could be interesting.
I haven't spoken to him for 30 years.
I haven't spoken to
On
him
the
ever,
phone.
so it's gonna be a little awkward for me. But we'll let's see if we can get him on the phone. If it doesn't work, we will. We can't connect for some stupid reason.
There's another really good podcast called Up and Vanished.
Oh, I subscribed to it, but I haven't listened to it yet.
Oh my God.
Is that
It's so
one
good.
story, or is it a bunch of little stories?
There's one story for each season.
Oh,
It's so good.
I'm about to go on a month-long road trip, so I will be. I'll be listening to that. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah. That and somebody somewhere knows something.
Ooh.
Oh my God. Or it's just somebody knows something. I don't know. I added this.
Let me add that
somewhere.
right now. Somebody
Knows something. It's a Canadian podcast, and there's 3 stories that I've heard so
somebody
far.
knows something,
Yeah.
or somebody somewhere. Somebody knows
Somebody
something.
knows something. Is that in there?
Is that it? The bug one, whatever
Yes.
this is.
Someone knows something. Yeah.
Adding,
So good.
subbed.
I mean,
Oh, there's 6 seasons. Holy shit nuts! That's a lot of stuff. Okay.
yeah.
Well, we will be back next week. Heidi, good to have you back.
Thank you. Nice to be back.
Everyone else, thank you for all the support. We love you. We'll talk to you soon.
This is Lola, and I'm here to tell the world to stop being such pussies and listen to Rare Form Radio.